I think that you've seen the importance of making this vegan ham.
Because it's not. For me to think about it, I don't think it's nice for us to eat pig. Because imagine if like things were like reverse. Imagine things were like reverse, and then the pigs would eat us. That wouldn't be nice. Then there's gonna be less and less and less people on Earth, and then maybe soon there's gonna be zero people. So we mustn't do that. I'm sure it's not nice to get eaten and cooked by whoever. I really enjoyed helping my dad with the firewood and playing with my friend Fafi. I spent lots of time with my dad and it was so much fun. Me and my friend Fafi were busy splashing and playing in the water, looking at the crabs, and we were listening to the birds busy chirping, and it was so much fun.
Thank you so much for popping in my channel. If you have noticed, I haven't posted in a while. I think it's about 6-7 months if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I had my challenges then, but then again I broke my leg. I love gymnastics and I don't know why I'm breaking my leg now if I didn't break my leg then, because I think I was reckless then. But with this old age, I don't expect it to heal overnight, so it's gonna take some time. But it was a blessing in disguise, because through this challenge I've taken a stock what I want to do with my life, things that really matter to me. I mean, in the beginning when I started this journey, there were a lot of people who were giving me inputs, ideas on how I should do this thing. I remember my friend actually called me and said, listen, we are enjoying what we're seeing. We enjoy everything about what you are trying to share. But please, go and see a doctor, fix your teeth, see a dentist. Anyway, this is just to tell you that there's a lot of people. I mean, I remember someone didn't like that I wear African attire. By the way, guys, what do you think of my African shirt? Please let me know on the comment section. But this is what I'm trying to say. Someone was saying the chef jacket that I'm wearing is wrong. It's not supposed to be this color. You are too dark. You are too this. So I was getting a lot of advices and suggestions, and most of the people really meant well. But what I'm trying to say is that when this journey started, yes, it started with flour. Yes, it started with me trying to do all these meat alternatives. But at the end of the day, I was taking everyone else's advice, doing what everyone else wanted, but not myself. This is where the F comes from. When I stopped adjusting myself, to make others comfortable, and I chose to stand in my own vibration. Everything you see here, I mean, the trees, the water, the fire, the food, that's my frequency. And my daughter playing this handpan, oh man, that's just a bonus, because she's still learning. She's still imperfect. And that's exactly what I love about this whole thing. This is passion. I mean, this is music. This is love. And I mean, if you'd like to understand the F word more deeply, I share the story in my ebook. And so, guys, when I say vegan ham, I'm really talking about the flavor, not the limit. I mean, just look at that, man. Let's just see the inside. Man, I mean, the same base can become vegan cold meat, right? Even this is actually cold meat. I mean, a chicken style deli or even brisket, it comes down to how you season, how you cook, and tune in into that vibration that I'm talking about. Sometimes here, the ingredients stay the same. It's just the technique, the temperature, and the timing that changes everything. That changes the frequency completely. So I have played with chickpea flour, I have played with white beans, pea protein, you name it. Different textures, different heat, different energy, until each one find its own vibration, its own frequency. And guys, I just want to say, if you want to master this, the link is in the description. The ebook is ready right now. The course is available only for pre-orders because it is not yet ready. And by the way, guys, I'm actually thinking to finally reveal my secret of the most famous vegan mozzarella cheese, which I call the soul melt. Just look at that. Let me know in the comment section if I should add this cheese to the course.
I really like what my daddy is doing, and I like that he's making all of these vegan meats so that people do not eat animals.
So sometimes before I cook, I listen, not to people, but to vibrations. I mean, just look at that. I also play a bit just to get myself into the mood. Let me just write down the F word and play just to get the rhythm. So this is how the door looks like when it's done. But hang around, I'll show you exactly how you can achieve this at the end and also in the course of the video. I mean, guys, just come on. Another thing that I want to share that is very important, you can actually freeze your ham or whatever deli meat. If you don't, look what happens. There will be a freezer burn. So what I suggest, always plastic first, then grease-proof paper. This was actually frozen. Anyway, guys, please do not ask me what I was trying to achieve here, wrapping this Satan around the wine bottle. And maybe those are the wonders of finding your own frequency. But what I really want to tell you is that you can actually freeze your Satan. And as you can see here, mine is already ready, spices and everything, and I just pop it in the freezer. And whenever I'm ready, pop it in the oven and done deal. Guys, I know most people don't like the food coloring. You can always use beet juice or you can use beet powder. Please know that the color won't be the same, but at some point the color doesn't really matter. You can also use the machine if you like. Me personally, I prefer to use my own hands. Okay, so while we cover this dough with water, I just want to talk about rosemary extract and what it means when I say the F word. Yes, maybe let us write it down so you can understand. I know that sometimes it's difficult to find some of these ingredients, and we are all kind of colonized that we can only buy things we can simply make it work that are actually far much cheaper and also healthy. So here I am mixing with the mask of Varto sugar, which helps to melt. But even if it doesn't, it will all work out at the end when it feels the heat. So this is my coconut oil, and it is melted. As you can see here, I'll also add a bit of the beet powder. But please be aware, guys, every color, when it feels the heat, it changes a bit or sometimes drastically. So, but I'm doing this out of the experience that I want to just share with you guys. Please remember that there is a full written recipe on the description. When it comes to salt, remember I've put salt, but I'll also be putting soy sauce. So those that are allergic to soy sauce, you're welcome not to use it. It won't make much difference. Look at that bump. Now just catch a glimpse into my world. Sometimes my onion will look like that because my ingredients will sit here for some time. Sometimes simply because I don't have a specific ingredient that I feel and think is going to enhance the flavor or the color or the texture. So I'll go around all the shops looking for that specific ingredient. Now I have a saying that I'll be telling you soon, but one of the reasons why I'm looking for this, all of a sudden I'm behind the van. Yeah, so this is my world, story of my life. Really action packed. If you have ever watched Jason Bond, from buying ingredients, now I'm chasing a rhino. It's not a nice thing to watch, but they are doing this so they can save these animals. So here they're doing what is called dehorning to stop the poachers. So I really respect these men and women. They're doing wonderful. I mean, they risk their lives to do that. I really applaud them. And voila! I managed to touch the rhino.
If you like saving animals like me and my dad, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, just imagine. So from buying ingredients, chasing a rhino, now I'm at my daughter's school, watching her perform. The story of my life. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you how my life is sometimes. So that's why you see all these ingredients are like this. But they don't stop me to do what I love. Yeah, don't mind about that. I mean, this yeast that I used here, I really didn't like it that much. I always prefer the one that is got big flakes. This one was a bit small, and I didn't like the color. I always prefer that yellowish one. Remember, the liquid smoke, is different from one brand to another. So just check if yours is not that strong, and you can adjust accordingly. Ah. So, guys, one of the game changers in this whole recipe is this vegan chicken stock. Just look at that, man. Just look at that. So I do share the detailed recipe of this vegan chicken stock in the course, but also in the book. But you're welcome to really use whatever recipe you have. I'm sure it will make a difference. But here, this is what I want to show you. So this dough is slept in the fridge overnight. Then this particular one was frozen. As you can see, it's more slimy compared to the other one. Yeah, but please don't worry, everything will come together. I like it when the dough is like this because it really helps when we are blending it, everything comes together, which I really, really love. I like to use scissors when I'm doing this, and I make sure I apply a bit of oil on my hands. It makes it very, very easy. I don't want this thing to stick on my hands. Yeah, just make sure everything is mixed very, very well if you really want a great flavor. And you might see a bit of lumps, especially for the sugar. In this case, some of the lumps I think they are from those ingredients that sit there for long. And you see here I'm adding more beet powder. I felt that it was not enough, but I'm also adding a white dough just to have that whitish color there and there. I don't know if you've seen some yam look like that. That's not really that important. You don't have to do that. Another important thing that I want to share with you is the blender that I'm using. It's really, really strong. So when you are using this blender and it's overheating, there is a button at the bottom of the blender. It switches itself off if it overheats, and that saves your blender. So it really helps you to avoid burning it. So if you would like to get one of these, there is a link in the description. Please know it is an affiliate link. So if you buy through that link using our code, we get a small percentage that helps this channel to continue producing all these wonderful recipes. Look at this now. Just look at that. Yeah, so don't worry, it will come out a bit slimy, but after just a few press, it will be fine. Don't worry. Here, I just had to cancel this, all the notes for the F word. I'm super excited. Yeah, so many times I heard people that when you're washing your dough, make sure you leave a bit of starch. It helps with that. And maybe it does help. I'm sure it does. But personally, I don't leave anything. I just wash it thoroughly and that's it. I just wanted to mention that. Now, obviously, when I've mixed everything, when my dough is from the blender, all the spices, liquids, everything, I freeze it overnight. So this dough has been frozen overnight. Now I'm going to, fry it here. So this really, really helps in terms of flavor. It also helps in terms of making sure that your dough does not stick to the grease-proof paper. Things like this, as messy as it is, are things that I wouldn't have shared in the past. I was super embarrassed, but right now I want to share everything. I want to share everything so that I can help you out there not to repeat the same mistake. So this really gives awesome flavor. The crust of this thing, it will be wonderful. So it won't stick to the grease-proof paper, and then you can always use cheesecloth after this, but I used my dishcloth. And another thing here that is very important, make sure you make sure it's tight, make sure it's super tight. Mine, I even used a string to make sure it's tight. Then you pop it in the oven, And I'll repeat again, a detailed written recipe is in the description. Okay, so check it out and you'll see how this baby, look at that. Look at that. That is just beautiful, man. That's what we are looking for. So you can actually use this ham as it is now. Man, just look at that. So you can really use, again, guys, it really depends on what you want to use it for. Whether you want to use it for pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, whatever. So you will know in terms of the texture that you are looking for. But mine, no. It's not yet done. I'm still going on. Still trying to find my frequency. So this is the chicken stock that I made earlier on. It in there, bit of vegetables, bit of fresh herbs and bay leaves. Pop it in the oven and see the magic. Just look at that. Just look at that. So guys, if you like what you are watching here and you would like to support this channel, please go to the description. There's a Patreon account link there. Just go and see how best you can support us. One of the things that we are hoping to achieve this coming year is to mass produce. We are getting I'm getting a huge number actually of people who are saying to me, Chef, we are not able to make these things ourselves, but we would love to buy. So yes, at the moment we do not have funds, but we are trying all the books, everything that we are trying is to be able to mass produce. So we would really appreciate your support. But just guys, look at that. Yeah, so when the recipe comes out perfect like this one, there is nothing left to do than to just celebrate and dance. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. That's it. Maybe let me write it down. Let me not say it. Let me just write it down. Let me write this down.
It was nice to. I really wish people could come see where their food comes from, especially children, so that maybe they'll make a decision and say, they'll stop eating pigs, because I think that pigs deserve to live just like all of